Ever see Collider recap? The last week's?
I kind of missed the end, but after the town, or after we died, quote unquote, we
Not
came
quote unquote,
back.
you actually died.
We're still here.
For the second time.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm still standing right here, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm
I
still
died.
standing. Yeah.
At the end of the
so
cycle, you died.
Yeah.
So basically what you're saying is I'm Jesus, only better, because I can get up an hour before I died instead of 3 days after.
So yeah, we came back.
I promise
Time
you,
fuckery
this
Jesus.
character. I promise you, this character is not that divine.
Not even Pavu did, and he literally speaks with a god every weekend.
And amusingly enough, this character can throw her axes really well, but the daughter I based her on cannot. The safest place to stand when she's throwing an axe is in front of the target.
I mean, Drizzle can walk on water, so maybe he's the sequel to Jesus.
Oh Lord.
Jesus too.
Jesus could
Yeah.
Jesus could walk on water. Babies are 70% water. I can walk on babies. Therefore, I'm 70% Jesus.
I can walk on ice. That makes me 100% Jesus.
Right?
Anyway,
Let's continue.
You died.
So yeah.
Oh look, they finally got the boat out of the canal.
We died and got reset to when we first arrived here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And what happened in this cycle?
Mm-hmm. And then
Or well, the last cycle.
Yeah, Pavu and I think it was Turth or
Yeah.
Desiree.
Turth is
Yeah.
no longer.
Desiree.
Turth is Joker, who hasn't been on in 2 months.
Right.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on with that at this point, but
Okay. Yeah,
I'm hoping he comes
Pavu
back
and,
eventually because I want to play that campaign.
Yeah, you were
Mhm.
Turth's replacement.
Desiree go investigate the caves, while Drizzle
They didn't go to the
he
caves
goes
yet.
to the bar.
We went to the cave
Oh, the cave, not the
and the
court.
temple.
Yeah, we went to the cave, not the mine.
Drizzle's
I
in
got
the
confused.
tavern, and I dealt with the drunkard in the most Drizzle way possible.
Yeah. And Athorn disguised himself as a horse and kept a lookout near the bank. While keeping a lookout, Athorn didn't see much, but Paulu
we do know because of.
But he did see a guy with a bunch of the purple bandits walk into the bank before it exploded.
But because of that, we now know where they come from or what direction they're coming from.
Yes.
Could you repeat what the guy looked like?
He was short. He had red hair and chin strap beard. The guy that Lucas described as Redmond, his brother that he needs his help with raising the temple.
Right. I saw that person. Pavu and Desiree then went to the witch and got some information
Paloma.
regarding. What's that?
The witch's name is Paloma.
Paloma, yes. And we managed to find information and restart, I guess.
Yeah. Reset your characters back to like tip-top shape.
To what?
To tip-top shape,
Full
just
rest.
like full rest, yeah.
Full rest.
Except we haven't had a full rest since the fight.
But
Oh.
it's technically you just resetting back to normal. Like
Yes,
back
but
to how you were.
we reset to after the fight, but before we did anything in the town. Remember,
Oh,
stupid
right.
worms?
Right, the worms. You reset to
Hence
the,
why I'm
like,
at 3 or
after the
4
worm fight.
rages, but everything else I'm good on.
Mm-hmm.
Hence why Nora's a bit on the beat up side.
Yeah, right, yeah. I forgot about the worm fight.
Kitty.
Drizzle will reset all of his spell slots except for the first level one, which he used Ice Knife for. On the worm.
No, Xavier let me me heal Nora back up to full.
Huh.
Right.
Okay.
Roswell says, please identify yourselves. When you wake up in front of the gate, just like normal, town is
I
done.
simply rush forward, pick Drizzle up, say, no
Okay.
time, gotta go, got things to do if you want your town fixed,
And
and just head towards the tavern. You ready,
Roswell
Drizzle?
says, wait, hold on, what?
Drizzle will turn
As you
into an
running past, he's
armadillo.
like, wait, what?
Drizzle will wild shape into an armadillo.
Okay.
But before that, I want to
That's
say, oh, I've been ready.
Okay. I love how you had this conversation at some time.
Desiree tosses him up a couple times as she heads towards the tavern,
Okay.
opens the door, and hurls him straight at the drunkard
Okay.
who
what do you?
causes the ruckus.
Okay. So what are you going for here?
The goal is to
You're
knock
trying
him
to
out.
knock the guy out.
Yeah, the goal is to knock him out.
Okay. I'm assuming since he's an armadillo and probably the size of a baseball, you just do it.
No, bigger.
So, like-
they're about the size of a little
Armadillos are
smaller
fucking
than a
big.
basketball, but definitely bigger than a baseball.
Nah, right. Like,
We'll just go roughly basketball sized.
yeah, roughly about there. Yeah. Roll to hit plus strength
Let's
to
go.
like yeet
Give me a
Ye-
second.
Drizzle at the guy.
Give me a second. I'm trying to figure out what my regular attack would be. Because, the axes are a little
While they barge in
more
the
effective.
bar, Thorn will start explaining things to
Mhm.
him, just very in a calm manner, just so he's.
Roswell's just looking at where Desiree and Drizzle just went from, turns to you and says, "What in the heck just went on? What?"
Pavu will quickly explain.
That's a 16.
I don't.
16. Let's see.
I don't imagine that drunkard's got very good AC.
Right.
Especially not while he's unaware.
Yeah.
Exactly that too. Should have given you advantage, but I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
his
well,
AC is
hey!
like-
Let me do.
you hit the first one. First one hit.
Well, let's see what happens here.
They both hit.
Yeah, well.
How is
I
like-
throw him so hard, he bounces off back into my hand, and I throw him again.
I don't even know how damage would work. I'm not even gonna bother with you rolling damage. Like, you knock the guy out, and
That's what
the
I was going
bartender-
for. It wasn't going to kill him, just
yeah,
open the
you
door,
knock,
hurl him in, bounce it off his head.
yeah, you
Drizzle
knock.
goes back to a drizzle instead of an armadillo, and yeah.
The bartender behind the bar that was just in front of says, "What the heck?"
Drizzle will run up to the knocked out guy and says, "Oh, don't worry about it. He's part of a gang, and he's going to pull out his purple bandana."
You don't need to run up to him. You just hit him in the head.
Wait,
Yeah, you just pop him in the head
Back
for one
into
and
Drizzle
two.
immediately
His
behind him.
bandana is around his neck. Bandana's just laying around his neck, and the bartender says, "What the heck? You just knocked out a guy."
He's part of a gang. I'm supposed to take him back to jail. And Drizzle will pick him up and just run outside the tavern and wait for Roswell.
Roswell just sees you outside, just walk out the bar carrying you guys, like, "Wait, what the heck?" And starts freaking
Pavu will
following.
quickly explain to Roswell, "Shit's going down. We only have an hour to try to fix it. Stay out of our way.
Okay,
And by the way, the Purple Bandana Gang is going to blow up the bank." And Pavu will just start jogging down the main straightaway.
Roswell
Desiree, as
just,
she's headed towards the farm, just looks back and waves to Pavu. Come on!
Roswell shouts after you. "So am I supposed to be like going to the bank, up that or something, or?"
That would help a little bit, I
Pavu's
think.
gone.
Yeah, He's like, "Freaking fine, I'm doing
As
that."
Erebus is running right near us,
Yeah.
Pavel will shout to him, "Figure out where the Purple Bandana Gang is headquartered."
Understood.
And Desiree shouts back, "And find a guy named Redmond. He's a heavy-set guy."
Okay.
Okay.
Like, hold on, let me see.
Heavy
Where's
set,
my
redhead,
notes on
chin
that?
strap mustache.
I mean, he's the one. He's the
Chin
one
strap
who
beard.
we saw. Yeah, he doesn't know that he's.
We don't know that though.
Why can't that move Roswell for some reason?
We do know that because we were the ones who he was described to.
Right.
We know
He
what he
knew
look.
that,
We know
no.
what Roswell looks like. We don't know that Roswell was in the gang yet.
Redmond.
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 Well, I didn't say anything about the gang. I just said find him.
Yes.
Redmond. Because we
Anyway,
don't know if he's in the gang yet.
I'd
Roswell, but
assume
whatever.
Roswell would have taken the guy from Drizzle by now.
All right. Yeah.
Alright, Drizzle will head back in it. And are we doing like turns right now? Are we starting off with Drizzle? Or are we?
Yeah. I think we will start off with Pavu and Desiree because they've clearly got an idea. What do you guys? So you're going
We're
to
heading to the
which
farm
way-
looking for Redmond.
Quick question: which way is the window for the witch's hut?
the window's probably facing the lake.
Okay, so
Oh.
Pavel would wave to her on their way past.
Oh, he's back.
Just while they're running, he'll give her a quick wave.
As
He
we're
looks
going
surprised
past,
as they're running.
Desiree will stop at their
Then
and knock on the door, push it open, toss in the arbor that she traded, shut the door, and continue on her way without saying a word.
Wait, what?
Remember the
toss
armor that we
armor
traded for the
into,
prophecy previously?
Paloma.
You're giving her
That's
the
the
armor
armor.
again?
Yes. A deal's a deal. I gave her the armor for the prophecy. But it's not our fault. There's a time warp going on that's frankly less fun than the dance.
I would have kept it.
Okay.
No, like she would have remembered that she had in the first place.
But she knows.
She
She does
might.
knows the loops exist, though.
She knows that the loops exist, but that's
Not that.
we are.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
We
picking up.
don't know that she doesn't know what's happening each time.
Well, she knows what's happening. She might not remember that you gave her something, but whatever.
Right. She might not remember exactly what happens every single time in a linear fashion.
Well, we'll find out about that afterward.
You roll up to Stonefruit Farms and you can immediately see that this farm has been cut in half by the bubble. Like half of the farmhouse is inside the bubble, half of the crop is inside the bubble, and most of the fence is inside the bubble.
Would we have seen this from the outside?
Yes, because you're like right near the edge.
I
Right up
would
near
like
the edge
to
of the bubble.
rage and break the bubble. I'm just gonna go to town on it with my axes until it breaks. I got an hour to go and swing at this sucker.
Well, newsflash, that ain't gonna quite work out.
You might be literally too angry to die, but you're not literally too angry to
Too
go back
angry
in
to
time.
break. Exactly right, quite. Too angry to break time.
But if I break the bubble, possibly time will fix itself. I don't know that
Or the
yet.
time fuckery will extend to the rest of the world.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
and have
that would
every
be kinda
day
fun.
repeat the hour of the entire freaking world. I'm just
So,
gonna tell
Desiree
you
goes
straight
to
up
the
right
edge of the
now.
bubble.
And
Hold
only
out for
those in the
axes.
bureau ever remember.
Desiree goes up.
Until we figure out what the fuck is going on with the time fuckery, in which case we can unravel it.
Right.
Desiree goes up to the bubble, whips out her axes, goes into a rage, and just starts swinging.
Well,
So,
I'm
Pablo
not gonna
does
make you roll or
follow
anything, but
Desiree
that's-
to the
it's-
bubble.
you can
Pablo,
tell that
you
it's.
searched the farm.
That was the plan. He
Alright.
immediately starts searching the farmhouse.
I'm just gonna tell you real quick, Desiree. You know that it's not doing nothing. It's just fluctuating the bubble a bit. It's not like damaging it or anything.
Yeah, they probably thought about that at one point.
Mhm.
Now I'm bummed.
Yeah, sorry. It's not doing anything. Like I said, it's a force field.
Desiree turns
was-
around and just smashes a crater in the ground. Right there where the bubble is.
So
You-
Pavu's going to
Does the
run
bubble
up to the
continue
door
to
of the
expand
farm and
downward?
knock on
You
it.
see working in the fields, like picking fruit and like swinging at bales of hay and shooting bows in that bales of hay. A bunch of those purple bandana people, and
Okay.
they.
Well, we would have seen that well before we got to the farm.
Well, yeah, but he kind of was
So,
being interrupted.
Then let's scrap the swinging at the bubble part.
Nah, Desiree will still
that-
go swing at the bubble.
That would definitely cause Pavu to approach this area far differently.
Yeah,
Desiree
there
will
are
totally still swing at the bubble. She'll just
There
do
are-
it over here.
Out of sight of the fields.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
Let's
bunch.
go out
Yeah,
this
there's
way.
a bunch of the there's a bunch of the purple bandanaed people just working on the farms, and I'm assuming you're just like out of the way, so they can't quite see you yet. What do you do?
Okay, so Pavu's going to stop behind one of the trees near the fence.
All right.
He's going to watch them for about a minute, see what's going on here. He's going to try to pick out one that looks like he's lower down on the totem pole, we'll say.
Okay.
So are they all out in the fields, like out here?
There's a few of them out in the fields picking
Or
fruit.
are some of them like over here?
No, they're all in the fields. They're all in the fields,
Okay.
like picking fruit from like vines and swinging at bales.
Alright, well, since there are
Bales.
none elsewhere, I'm going to...
You don't see
hop
any more,
over
but
the
you're not
fence.
sure if there are any inside.
I'm
Yeah,
going
I'm
to
not
hop
anything.
over the fence all quiet-like, go over here, duck down, and see what I can see before I approach.
Okay, first stealth, because you did say I'm a sneakily jump over the fence. So stealth.
I said all quiet-like, I didn't say sneakily.
Oh, quiet like it's still stealth. Nice try.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I would say instead of going this way, go over this way.
Well, I'll roll perception for the bandits. I'll just do one bandit's perception roll.
Could I cause the bandits to have disadvantage by coming out of the bush or by coming out of the out from behind the tree and walking?
I mean, they're
up to
all
the fence
facing
and
the
trying to
other
get their
way, and I just ducked down, so...
Well, they're not facing the other way. They're facing many different directions. They're just doing other things all around the field. Perception is intelligence, yeah.
I mean, the nearest guy is 45 feet away from me. The nearest one who could potentially see me is 75 feet away. And the next
You
one's
still
100
rolled
feet
really
away.
bad on that stealth roll, though.
I did, but they're a long way away.
How tall is this fence?
I'll only make the one closest to your roll. Perception. Normal. Let's see.
I mean, he needs
Oh,
some kind of
hey.
disadvantage. Wow!
Man, disadvantage with you, and I still failed that. Whatever. You sneakily
I rolled a 7!
You rolled a 7. My goodness. All right.
We'll say they themselves are being too loud to hear Desiree's clanking.
Clunk, 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 clunk.
They're just having a nice conversation
Probably just the
about
metal bird.
weather. They're just having a nice conversation about weather. We'll just...
Just they hear in the background. Clunk, clunk, clunk,
How
clunk,
tall
clunk.
is this? How tall is this fence right in front of me?
I'd say about like
Just a
half the
short wire
north.
fence, wooden fence.
Yeah, probably like 3.5 feet tall. Probably.
Okay, well, is it a wire
An
or a
average
wooden fence?
sized fence. Nah?
Wooden fence?
Wire
Yeah,
or
wooden
wooden?
fence.
Okay.
Wooden.
So Pavu will just hop over it,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll walk up to this bandit over here.
Are you trying to be sneaky?
Nope.
Or are you just like,
Oh.
all right.
He'll stop at the edge of the field so as not to trample any crops.
Desiree is just sitting and watching at this point. Got her eyes trained on what's going on.
And Pavu's gonna call out to the bandit closest to him. Hey!
Okay. Hey, and he points to, drop your weapons, please. Yeah.
Pavu's weapons Pavu's hammer and shield are both on his
Slung
back.
over their back, but they want it on the ground.
I just have a few questions for you.
I got that, but just please drop the weapons, please.
Says the people wielding weapons?
Pavu will reach behind his back, grab the hammer, pull it off of his back, and set it head first on the ground.
Okay.
His shield is still on his back.
Well, they see a shield as a shield.
Mm-hmm. Which is their mistake.
Correct. They said, so what are you doing here?
Trying to figure out what's going on with all the purple bandanas.
I don't think that's any of your concern. It's just like clothing items.
Bandanas tend to mean something, especially when they're colored. Perhaps a gang? What's a gang forming?
Gang? No, these are just nice bandanas.
I heard in the town that y'all are something akin to the troublemakers of the area.
Dang, Roswell, darn it. He says, so you're just curious about a bananas? Or
Curious
what?
about what all you and your group do.
We're just simple farmers.
Plans to blow up a bank would suggest otherwise.
Wait, how'd you know about that? How'd you know about that?
A mischievous grin creeps across Pavu's face. So what are some simple farmer folk doing blowing up a bank?
Dang it, you got me in a trap. That's me saying that, not the bandit. You got me in a trap.
Uh-huh.
Alright, he said, the guy says, I don't really have the authority to talk to you about that.
Pavu will start walking around the field with Nora right at his heel.
Okay.
Nora's peeking over the bushes because she could definitely see over these fucking plants.
Oh yeah, certainly, almost certainly.
So
they're just a bunch of like grapevines.
They see a big ass snow leopard in this desert, and
big snow leopard in the desert, and a big Goliath.
Horse-sized snow leopard and the Goliath.
Correct. In the middle of the desert.
They're both starting to walk around the field.
Hey, what are you trying?
Pavu's left his hammer behind.
Correct. Yeah. Alright.
And Pavu,
as if he ever
separating
uses
from
it.
Nora. Yeah, right. Separating from Nora, Pavu will start walking down the row of. Down the row. Not messing with the plants at all.
Right.
You do remember we were sitting here to find a specific person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Redmond.
But we still need information as to what the fuck is going on with this whole gang.
Oh, I know. I'm just making sure you remember that, like, we're here to find out about him specifically. Right. Making sure you hadn't forgotten that because your character wouldn't have.
Right. Pavu, standing a few feet away from the bandit, will raise his left gauntlet and point at the guy.
Oh Lord!
You tell me what I want to know.
Well,
his gauntlet will start to glow.
Oh Lord, he's about to 1-inch punch the dude.
1-inch punch him 15 feet away.
You know you'll activate your channel divinity and make it 25.
What?
Just for the wow factor, yeah.
You want to know what?
Paul, is this guy wearing a hat of any sort?
Yeah, he's wearing a little straw cowboy hat.
Pavel will take the step forward and lightly tap the hat upward with his finger, sending the hat flying.
Okay. That just like in a cartoon, the freaking big giant guy just walks up to the guy, he flicks, and it freaking flies to the next country.
Pavel
Poor
just
Luffy, always losing that straw hat.
Taps the hat with his finger ever so slightly upward, and it goes flying 15 feet in the air. Pavel will then put his finger an inch away from the guy's nose, like he's about to boop him.
All the other bandits have noticed you basically threatening this guy now, and they're all pointing bows. At, a few of them are pointing bows at you. Others are walking closer with a couple swords. There's one with a wand.
His focus
Which
is
one
squarely
has
on
the
this
wand?
guy.
Probably like the farthest one away from him, like this one.
Of course.
You tell me what I want to know, and you'll stay right there.
I mean, I don't know much, but I could take you to Redmond's.
That'll do. Pavel will pull his finger away.
Uh-huh.
And put his hand back to his side, and the gauntlet will stop glowing.
Okay. I love how you added flavor to the Phantom Fist, because, like, it's just supposed to be a normal gauntlet. It's not meant to be glowing.
No, it says in the item description that it glows, doesn't it?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it's ever said that. Hold on. Visit one. Screw, not visit one, then.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, you just punch a guy and it blasts him.
I've always had the image in my head of it
glows
pulsing with light just as I activate it.
Nah, it doesn't do that again. Nah.
Nope. Could that be just a simple enchant?
Yeah, probably wouldn't cost much, if anything. Very little amount
just
of
an
money.
at-will thing.
Yeah.
So what? Say 5 gold.
Guys, probably around there. Yeah. The guy starts walking you into the farmhouse. Jump cut to Ithorn and Drizzle.
Laura will walk around the field.
Right.
Back up with Pavel.
Right. So Drizzle and Ithorn, where are you guys at?
Drizzle's in the
Athorn's
tavern.
Tavern. Okay.
And where's Ithorn?
Yeah, you're at the tavern. You see the freaking knocked out guy who just got armadilloed.
Yeah, and I want to hand the knocked out guy to what was his name? Robot.
Roswell.
Roswell. Yeah.
Roswell. He's not a robot.
Oh, yeah, not robot. Golem.
Yeah, he's an elemental. I think we covered that he was an earth elemental.
Yeah, elements.
Yeah, you hand it to him. Roswell starts chunking to the jail. The clock says like 10. Nah, it's still not 11.
Yeah.
It'd still be like 11 some, probably like 11
Yeah,
2.
this is happening at the same time as Desiree.
Yeah, this is happening simultaneously. Yeah, you stroll on into the tavern. The bartender is like giving you the side eye while you literally were just on conduit for an armadilloing, and he's not too jazzed about that. You roll a perception check. I'll roll a perception check, Joe.
All right.
Can I roll a perception check because I'm with them too?
I don't think you would know. No.
This really only concerns. This concerns Drizzle in particular.
Yeah, this is a Drizzle thing. I don't think Thorn would need to.
Yeah. 4. Wow.
Oh, jeez.
I don't
Just
think
say Purple
you.
Bandit. I never unclicked Purple Bandit. Whatever. You freaking. I mean, you could totally just like armadillo the guy and turn from an armadillo to Lady Drizzle, and freaking from like near the back of the room. You see Charlotte say, "Drizzle."
Charlotte, what are you doing here? Oh,
I was about to ask the same for you. That's not the voice I gave her. That's casting. What's the voice I
if
gave?
it's too much, if it's too much trouble, you don't need to do a voice.
No, I want to do a voice.
All right, go
That's
ahead.
the most fun part. I I went straight into Cassidy for some reason.
Well then,
Drizzle, what are you doing here? That's the voice. Found it.
Here's an idea: keep a text document and describe an actor whenever you do a voice,
Oh.
or an actor or a character,
Meh.
and then just have that in a text document, so you have all of those straight.
Yeah, Drizzle and I thought, well, Drizzle, you know, I noticed Charlotte. I thought you noticed someone. You notice.
On my end.
You see, an elemental that just noticed. Not an elemental.
Fire Genasi?
That's the one. Genasi that just noticed. Just called Drizzle by name. And Charlotte says, "Who's this with you?"
It's Aethorn, yeah? That's how it's pronounced?
Mm-hmm.
That's Aethorn. As much as I would like to explain what's going on here, I don't think I have the time. But I need to get to gambling with you guys as soon as possible. I know it sounds strange, but trust me.
What? You never gambled. You're not really the gambling type, I don't think.
I know, but
Let me ask you. Let me ask you. Is Drizzle the gambling type?
Drizzle's not the gambling type. However, someone tricked him into, like, a group of people have like tried to trick him into gambling and losing. Like, it was rigged against him, but it didn't work. Because he just has that luck. He just has that kind of luck.
He has the. Yeah, he just has a very easy tell.
Aethorn kind of moves in and whispers into the person's ear, and says that my friend here is suffering from some addiction to gambling. If you could just
To Charlotte?
make him lose all his money,
Drizzle's not the gambling type.
one way or the other.
People have tricked him into gambling before, but he doesn't do it.
So you're talking to Charlotte?
The person who knows who Drizzle is already?
Talking to the person who already knows who Drizzle is. You don't know who she is. So freaking,
Okay.
what a lovely sentiment. She says, no thank you. I know Drizzle, and he's not the gambling type. Thank you very much.
I need to get diamonds as soon as possible for my friends. But I don't have any on me right now, so I'll like totally bet this, and I want to pull out my I think it's a +2 scimitar as of now.
Yeah.
And
Alright.
I'll place it onto the table.
Ash, the shorter guy, stands up in like awe and looks at the scimitar and says, "Oh man, this is beautiful. How would you even dare part with this?"
I don't think I'll trust my luck. I don't think I'll be parting with it anytime soon.
How did we agree that we would do Booker thing?
I remember
We could just.
I think you either
I
put
said
it somewhere or DM'd.
Pretty sure he sent some. No, it's right here. The Witcher Death Booker. From me at like.
Found it.
They have a card module.
Yes, but I think that the card module might take a little too long, and
Well, yeah,
just
that would be
rolling
actually
dice would
playing
be way too
poker.
fast. And that would take way too long. I was thinking like do like one hand and then like spacing and simulate a few.
Alright, so just tell me
You
what.
could just roll it.
So,
roll a d20, give it a DC.
Yeah, sure. All right. We could just basically roll against each other with like charisma or something.
Oh, charisma.
I'd
okay.
say it'd probably be a wisdom thing
Ooh.
Yeah,
for
wisdom.
gambling,
I'm
honestly.
guessing, yeah,
But you also
Then
gotta
would play
hide your
into Drizzle's
tells,
luck.
or like, you also gotta hide your tells and stuff. So it could also be charisma in that way.
He has the wisdom to not tell.
Right.
So
And besides, how does Drizzle tell anything? He's always smiling.
That would
He's
be
always
deception
smiling. It's
more
just
than
a fluctuation.
More than a charisma check.
Yeah.
Okay, so what check am I? Or what roll am I making?
I guess wisdom.
It could also be argued intelligence.
It could. Do you happen to have proficiency in the gambling thing that you're gambling with?
Cards. I do not think so. No, I do not.
He is to gambling as we are to alcohol.
Fair enough.
Except he's actually willing to engage.
Right.
Fair enough.
Okay. So, what are we rolling again? Let's do. I'm still thinking charisma, maybe.
Like how good you can at
How
good you are at bluffing.
Hold on, let me simulated.
Another option is just to combine like a wisdom or an intelligence roll with a charisma roll, because one is how well you play, and the other one is how well you can lie.
You could roll both and then
just
add
has-
those
yeah, who
up,
has the higher total?
and then have the other
yes.
people roll both as well.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's do that. That seems
And instead
better.
of
Yeah.
just charisma, then you could actually do that as the skill checks themselves if those are better.
I can do charisma and so charisma and is it charisma and intelligence or charisma and wisdom, or is it all three?
I think it should be charisma and intelligence.
Oh, okay.
Of course, to punish the Drizzle.
No, not to punish the results. To make sense.
All right. I'm making an ability check and not a saving throw, right?
Yes, just a normal check.
Normal. My intelligence, I roll a 10, and for charisma, I roll
A 2010.
a 21.
So
Okay.
a total of 31.
31. Ash will roll 2.
Wait, actually, I have another question. Can I use my card on my intelligence one?
I think so.
I'd like to use the 7.
Don't
Wow.
need to.
And
I don't need to.
Ash got an
2
18.
9s.
Wow.
All right. He kind of lets it slip. You can tell like he doesn't have great cards. He kind of let it slip for like half a second. He let it slip that he doesn't have great cards, but he quickly hides that up and then like throws 10 diamonds into the middle, right on top of your scimitar.
Wicked.
Wicked. So you're not doing anything else. You're just slamming them down. Yeah. Like, boom! I win second.
I don't know how many diamonds I need, but I know that I need diamonds.
1 diamond is if you're doing it for Paloma. 1 diamond is a small, 10 is a big.
10 is a big. It was a big hint. Was that it or?
A big prophecy.
Prophecy.
Big
A
prophecy.
big prophecy is something you'll need.
Also, a magical
later.
item is a large prophecy.
And we have and he tossed in 10 diamonds, right?
He tossed in 10 diamonds.
Right. I'll look to Aethorn and I'll whisper to him. Do you think 10 is good enough?
I'm not a betting man, but I do like the risks. I don't think 10 is good enough.
Oh no! Wait, I should have rolled my stuff privately. Oh man, that would have made more sense. All right, darn.
It doesn't actually matter on something like that. It's contest. It's nice for the other players to see when it comes up.
Right, but I like tell, and according to the numbers compared to yours, like how they're acting, and if you want to add more stuff or not, and tell you guys what I rolled when the cards get shown. That would doesn't matter. Anyway.
I think I'll go again. I will look for if I have anything.
Also, if Ash only has if Ash has a charisma and intelligence of 0, you could just roll 2d20s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alternatively, you forgot to put their stats in.
Drizzle will take out.
I'm pretty sure I put their stats in.
Drizzle will take out the switchblade that he got stabbed in the gut with, and also put onto the table. That's really all.
Oh.
That's really the only other thing I have. Funny story
It's
about
still
this
stained
one.
with blood.
Funny story about
Stained
this
with
one
blood.
is the blood on this one's mine. I got stabbed in the gut with it.
Funny story. That's that
That's my
stain
blood.
there. That's me. All right. That's a bit of me right there for you. Means all the more.
A guy
okay.
totally stabbed me in the gut with it. It kind of hurt. I don't think he wanted it back though, because I asked him if he wanted it back, and he just fell off a car.
Ash throws in like 2 more diamonds.
So that's 12 diamonds. Okay.
In the middle of the pot is 12 diamonds, your scimitar, and the switchblade you got stabbed in the stomach with.
All right. I'll make my intelligence roll.
What?
Oh, no, are we like doing it again, or are we just adding more to the pile?
I'm pretty sure we're adding more.
Okay.
I guess we
Drizzle, you could do 2d20 plus 1.
2d20 plus 1. Yeah, I can do that. Okay, so are we rolling again now?
Yeah, let's roll again. Why not?
Okay. My odds are only just a little better than his. I'd like.
You definitely want to use your card for that.
I'm going
round.
to add my.
Wait to find out what he rolls, then add your card.
Alright.
I was gonna do it privately.
Okay, I was going to know if I was allowed to do that. I'm thinking. I'm going to.
Oh shoot! Not slash roll.
I don't think we've decided if we could use card of inspiration after a result is announced.
Yeah, you can do it after.
I was going to say, the biggest problem with the original inspiration rule is that it has to be used before you know what, like,
No, that's
it has to be declared at the start by the written rule, and it's like, well, that's crap. What if I use it, and then I roll
and then
an
it's a
nat
really
20 on the
good roll.
first
That's a waste
roll?
of inspiration.
What was the point of the second roll?
Exactly. Yeah.
Alright, I'm thinking.
So you can do it after the results there.
I'm thinking I'm going to use the 7 card.
Okay.
My odds are only a little bit better than his are.
All right. So what's so that brings you to a total of
hold on.
12 plus 7 would be 19.
28.
Whoa, holy crap, what?
Well, adding the 7 would give me a total of 28.
You've rolled a 12
And
in your 2d20 plus 1.
Yeah, so that's so.
Adding
So
7
that'd be
equals
19.
19.
Oh wait.
Like, how are you getting 28 here?
No, it was a. Oh no, I was reading the wrong one. Never mind. Yeah. Shit.
He was reading the 21.
Yeah.
I read the 12 and the 9 as separate rolls.
Ash looks quite confident in what he has, and he throws in like 6 diamonds. So right now the pot is 18 diamonds, your scimitar, and the switchblade that you got stabbed in the stomach with. He looks really confident.
I am not confident. What can I toss in? Do I have to toss things in, or do I not need to?
No, you don't need to.
I will toss in my normal leather armor, since I already have studded leather armor.
He says, come on. Let's see. Ash says that.
Is he like trying to get me to bet more?
He's kind of disappointed in the fact that you bet only that.
Well, I
So
mean,
do our inspirations come back at when time resets?
I mean, he is trying to
No.
get a homeless
Oh.
man to bet more.
He doesn't know you're homeless. All he knows is that you don't have diamonds.
You're not homeless. You live at the bureau.
Oh yeah.
You lived on the moon.
It's a
Yeah.
place
A
you
person
could
who was
live.
homeless before the bureau.
That's fair.
Fair. All right. So what are you doing? He looks quite confident in himself. The pod, right as it stands, is 18 diamonds. Your plus 2 scimitar and your switchblade. They
See,
got
here's
stabbed.
what you do. You kick him in the nuts, and while he's bent over, clutching his balls, you take a look at his cards
on,
and figure
can I-
out if he can win or not.
Can I scry on him?
Yes!
With what?
I have
No?
a scrying
Scry.
Yeah, I get the.
Read the
That
scry
takes
spell
cast.
to me.
It's
you
a
can
casting
see
time of
and
10
hear
minutes,
a-
though.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, no, I can't. It takes 10 minutes.
That's
I mean, you could be like thinking real hard.
Also, you need a focus worth at least 1,000 gold pieces.
Shit. Fair enough.
Yeah.
You could focus real hard and take care of that 10-minute time.
It doesn't
Look like-
cost those materials, though, does it? It only needs them?
Focus worth at least 1,000 gold pieces, such as a crystal ball, a silver mirror, or a font filled with holy water. That's it.
But it doesn't consume
Which
it.
is not consumed.
It doesn't say so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I was worried about. Like, you know, you still have to actually have that focus, but you don't have to have a bunch of them.
Alright. So what do you do?
I don't think
He
I have
molds
any
the
other option besides
diamonds
roll
into
again.
a ball
Yeah,
and
burn your
uses
hand.
them as a focus.
What was that?
Burn your hand.
Burn my hand?
Read.
What?
Draw new cards.
Yeah, I'm going to draw new cards.
You're playing poker after all.
Yes.
I've never played actual poker before. So yeah, I will just roll again.
Okay. You can only do that like once per like hand, right?
Mhm.
Like just
Yeah.
only burn it once.
Yeah,
Making
you
sure.
can only draw once per hand, period.
Right, I'm just
You
making
draw however
making
many you
sure.
draw.
That is a 24 instead of a 12 total. I'm liking that number a lot more.
Would
Okay.
the inspiration
still
still
get
count,
the
or
7?
could he take it back since
Yeah, I
he
think you
decided
would
to?
still get it 7.
Oh wait, I still get the +7 added onto it?
So he's 31.
Oh,
Like
okay.
only on his hand still would get the +7, I think.
31. I'm feeling a lot better about this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are you doing?
I'm fine with these. Yeah, 31.
Okay.
It's going to be hard to outdo that.
I should have been playing poker.
Sorry to burst.
Wow.
Sorry to burst your bubble there, Drizzle. He wrote a 37.
Aw.
It's too bad I'm not playing poker, huh?
Too bad.
And that's with a -1.
He takes this stuff and he says, "Wanna go again?"
That's
That's
what
not the-
I rolled,
game.
though. That's not what he rolled.
That's also what he rolled.
Seriously?
Dead serious.
That's some messed up crap.
Then I got a 28.
I want to ask Athorn, how lucky are you feeling?
I'm sorry, but my order doesn't gamble. And I point at the amulet I'm wearing.
Oh, no worries, no worries. What is something I can do?
You're in a time loop. I bet you God wouldn't understand.
What's something I can do to, like... What's something...
You're broke. I bet you God would know.
Ooh,
I bet you God
actually, I can do a bet. I can give him a
Okay.
bet instead.
All right.
I have an idea. How about
Yeah.
I challenge you to a bet? Just is going to drop his equipment all to the ground except for the water jug, and he's going to say, you and 2 other people of your choice have to try to catch me. You have to
So
physically
you
restrain
basically
me.
just stripped. You stripped in front of this guy except for the water bottle.
No, he still has his clothes on. He just
Just a naked dude
Oh,
holding a water bottle. Hey, you have to catch me, and everybody's like, ugh.
You and
He
2
has
other
a
people
water
of
bottle
choice have
covering
to
his
catch me.
knife.
Let's be honest here. The Fire Genasi's probably into it.
Okay. Ash says, I'm not that like fast and Cole here's big thing.
That's why I said you can pick 2 other people to help you.
Okay. Oh, I don't think so, man. Nah.
Fair enough.
Like, tell me if you freaking walked up to a guy, you did one-handed poker and said, "How about this?" Freaking took off all your stuff. You and 2 other people can come catch me.
No, the only reason why I want to make that bet is because he has freedom of movement, which makes it so that he cannot be physically restrained. He'll just slip right out.
I thought you were gonna wild shape again, turn into a fox, and jump onto
You're gonna turn into like a bird and just fly.
Just wee! Fly
Like
into the
an
forest. Can't catch me, feckers.
I mean,
Just a hummingbird.
Just fly down the chimney of the banner up there
Drizzle
at
could probably
9.
beat this guy in a duel, but I don't think Drizzle wants to, and I don't think this guy wants to either.
Aethorn's like, I'm good at catching people.
What about... Oh.
Says, please put yourself back on.
What about... he'll grab his equipment again. No, Drizzle still has his clothes on.
Yeah, I know. I just thought I just had to. I had to.
And let's not forget that Drizzle's chest is always out.
Oh, yes.
What
He's always
about...
topless.
Actually, Drizzle has a pretty good performance. What about a performance competition? Who can put on the better
What the
show?
heck is that supposed to mean?
A dance-off!
A dance-off!
What? Freaking dance off. Come on.
Dance battle!
I, like, totally challenge you to a dance battle, bro.
He says, so what's in it for me? 'Cause I'm not the best dancer, but if I had some, I don't know.
Drizzle's going to pull out his proficiency investments. Because I forgot that he has those, but he just doesn't use them.
Okay.
This is a magic item. They're called proficiency vestments, if I remember correctly.
Interesting.
Aethorn begins to clear the floor. The
bartender is like,
tables out of the
what
way.
the heck is going on? Bartender's just like, what the heck is going on?
Aethorn's like, I don't know.
It's like,
I
don't freaking have a clue, but I'm just freaking getting this moved on.
Now, if proficiency vestments aren't enough, Drizzle's going to drop down his bag of mystery powder. This is wild magic powder, or mystery powder that some other people like to call it.
Interesting. Alright. I mean, I would have taken the proficiency investments, but whatever, I guess I'll get some mystery powder too.
What's
So I
going
guess we're
on
having...
is the Jets versus the Sharks. That's what's going on.
Now, because I added
Oh,
two
West Side
magic
Story
items,
up
I'd
here.
like you to toss in some more diamonds. I think it would like, totally be fair, you know?
He tosses in 25 diamonds.
Alright. I'm going to use my card on this. I want to smoke the fuck out of this guy in a dance competition.
Okay, so let's just do a competitive,
Performance.
performance, not combat check, performance friggin' whatever the heck check.
We both do a contest for performance. Alright.
Alright. Sucks to be him, his charisma is +0.
And Drizzle has a +6 to performance.
Nice.
Great. Okay, so we're doing performance, huh?
Yep, let me just see if there's anything else I can do. Let me see if enhanceability has anything for me.
I don't think enhanceability has
It
anything.
does! Eagle's
It does?
Splendor. Advantage on charisma checks.
Nice.
Drizzle,
Are you gonna, like, say something in order, like... So you're like...
let me see if it's, like, what the components of it
It is-
are
You're
allowed
like-
to do.
You're like, excuse me, I gotta go over there. It's like...
It's upon touch.
Huh?
It's upon touch. So
Yeah, but what are the components? Verbal, somatic.
Everything.
it says just touch. I need fur or feather from a beast for.
No. It has
It's
components
it's,
though.
It's all of it.
One action.
It's verbal, somatic, and
verbal, somatic.
Yeah, VSMC.
VSM.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, you're gonna have to find a way to like say
I'm
and
going to
hide
see.
it.
Do I have any of
Because-
Nora's fur still on me?
He sings it as a chant while he dances, and it's part of the dance. Problem solved.
He's what
as
was
a
the thing?
druid,
What was
he has,
the
like-
enhanceability thing called?
It's called enhanceability. I'm using in particular Eagle's Splendor.
You're just freaking doing an Irish dance like Eagle Splendor, Eagle Splendor, Eagle Splendor.
I don't think I need to say Eagle. Do I need to say
Sure.
Eagle's Splendor?
No.
No, you have to say something in order to like. That's magic enough
Okay,
to
so
like.
before it starts, Jizzle's going to do
It's part
some
of the
hand
tribal
motion
war
and
dance.
then touch his thumb to his forehead and says, "Let's do this."
You just did this weird like freaking anime intimidation thing, and I was just looking at you like,
All right,
What
I'm
the heck
ready to
did you just do?
smoke this fool. I am ready.
all right, performance.
That is a performance check with advantage for Drizzle.
Uh-huh.
That is a
Ooh.
23.
6 for him. He just freaking
It's a good thing that you had that advantage.
he does.
You rolled
Yo.
a 1 for your first one.
He starts
Rough.
doing the worm, but he can't get back up.
Arthritis.
Cole,
He starts doing the
Oh,
worm, but he
oh,
just
oh.
kind of flops down.
Cole, help me. I'm stuck. Cole.
You know, you know what's funny? Even with that 1, you still would have beaten that 6.
That's funny.
Oh
You
man.
didn't even need
Uh,
the advantage.
Yeah, you didn't even need advantage.
He didn't even need the advantage. It just would have happened. Oh man. All right. He says, "Well, fair's fair." He sniffs. Why do I smell magic? No, I'm joking.
Why do I smell magic?
Well, there's some magic items laying at your feet. Probably something to do with those.
You just got 20. You just got 25 diamonds. You also
25
lost
diamonds?
your
All my things back. Let's go.
all your things back.
Hmm?
You lost the scimitar and
Oh, I
the
lost the
switchblade.
Oh shit. Okay. just
I
the
thought
diamonds.
everything kept going into the same pot.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Oh,
No.
Oh.
That's
It
how
was a
I
different
understood it. Basically, everything was double or nothing.
Yeah, sure, fine, whatever. You get all your stuff back
Let's go.
I mean, he's gonna get it all back anyway.
Yeah, and use the diamonds.
and lose the diamonds. So you better use them this
Yeah.
Loop.
Use them or lose them.
Yep.
Also,
Drizzle's just going to
Drizzle,
do a respectful...
remember what the card order was
Card order. Huh?
for the poker. Remember what the order of the cards was, so you can smoke it next time.
Oh, okay. Drizzle's going to do a bow and say thank you for your business, I guess. I'll catch up with you guys later. And then he just kind of like grabs Uthorn's wrist and just starts running out with all the diamonds.
I need to talk
But
to
while
the
you're
sheriff.
All
ahead,
right.
Yeah, we need.
I gotta do something like. I gotta do
also
something like.
you're grabbing a horse person by the arm. And dragging
Yeah, you
them
just-
along.
I'm like
It's
You're
gonna
just
be
dragging
quite
his
the drag.
centaur.
plate armor. and
Drizzle wild shapes into a centaur and just freaking.
I'm gonna launch him into a centaur, but another
That's
horse.
not
I
an
definitely
option.
could.
You can't actually wild shape into a centaur.
But I can launch
I
him
know,
into a
Although it
horse.
would be cool as hell.
Jump cut to
Pavu and
Pavu and
Dre.
Pav Desperate who sneaked in there. Desert and Pavu who just normally walked in there and Desperate Redmond is like pointing like a crossbow, like a little hand crossbow.
Like Redmond is out.
No, Redmond is in the farmhouse, which is where you were going when I jump cut to.
You said Redmond was pointing the crossbow.
Yes, Redmond's not outside. Redmond is inside the farmhouse, pointing crossbow at Desiree, who it looked like just climbed in through the window.
Just what through the window?
Climbed through the window.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. When did I do that?
She's out in the yard.
Never.
I thought you said you sneaked in.
Let me put it this way: if Redmond's pointing a crossbow at me, Desiree's whacking him upside the head with an axe and splitting him open.
Yeah, I thought you said you got
Desiree hasn't actually gone inside of the building at all. She's just sitting there
then never mind.
listening and watching.
Okay, then scratch that.
So far, she has remained unnoticed. So I don't know where you come up with she climbed through a window at.
I honestly
Quit trying to make me do things.
I thought you said she went into the thing. Anyway,
not
you
even
walked
once.
You didn't. All right. You walk into the little farmhouse and
with Nora right at my heels.
Besides, I wouldn't climb in through the window. I'd just break a hole in the wall.
Oh yeah,
Desiree smash. She's got all the subtlety of the Kool-Aid Man on meth.
Oh yeah. Anyway, you walk into the farmhouse and the purple bandit that walked you in says, "Hey Redmond, there's a guy here looking for you." Wait, what? That's not the situation that happened. Hey, boss, I think you gotta talk to this guy, and you see the guy that Luke had described as Redmond, sort of just looking over a map of a bank, and he just like rolls it up real quick and hides it, and he says, "What? What? No, jeez, not that dude. What? Wait.
What?
I'm trying to find something that's comfortable. Octave. What? That's the one. What?"
Pavel will step up to the table. What you got there?
Just an empty table.
Sure. We'll go with that. So Pavel will lean over the table.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming Pavel is across the table. How big is this table?
The table's about like
dining table.
It's probably like a
big dining table.
I said deck table. It's probably more like a off desk.
Okay, so it's a desk.
Like a medium-sized desk. I don't know why it's a table.
Okay.
But yeah, it's probably like a desk.
Pavel will place his elbows on the table.
Mm-hmm.
His right hand in a fist, his left hand balled over it, is and he's leaning over the desk.
Mm-hmm.
You're quite the popular fellow, ain't you?
Whatever does that mean?
Pavel will turn to the little. We'll turn to the one that brought him in and give him a little shoo.
He runs off.
I'd like to point out, Desiree is just kind of listening in through the window.
Yeah. All right.
Do you know a man named Luca?
How'd you find out about Luca?
Wandered into the cave with him.
He's alive?
He's a skeleton with a Day of the Dead paint job, but he's more or less doing all right.
I've seen him.
He was able to walk around and talk with us, so he's doing a lot better than he would be.
I thought he left town a while ago.
No, he's been stuck here, and something about some goddess. Was it a god or a goddess?
Goddess. It's this goddess fate in the flow of time.
Some goddess named Istis telling him about some time fucker going on here. He's failing to fix it, and it happens right after you blow up the bank.
I don't know what you're talking about blowing up the bank, because that's just ridiculous.
Pavel will point his finger towards some little knick-knack that wouldn't break if it hit something, and he'll tap it with his finger and send it flying into the wall.
It's just friggin'
like he
toy car,
yeah,
toy
he
battle
taps
wagon on
it
the
and it goes
desk.
flying.
You just pop it. You just tap it and it ka-chunks in the wall.
Now, don't lie to me.
We're trying to break the bubble. I need out of this town. What?
Okay. So, what does breaking the bubble have to do with robbing the bank?
There's something in that bank vault that I need to break. It's
That
me
being,
breaking the bubble. That's the words.
that being.
I don't know, but I know. I have a feeling in my gut that there's something in there. Followers of you just know this from.
Pavo doesn't know anything about the goddess.
No, it's less about the god herself and more over.
This is the first time that he's heard of this goddess or any of her followers.
Oh, then let me just tell you right now. Followers
we could
are
say
based.
We could say something along the lines of Luca told us this.
Yeah, Luca told you
more
that.
likely to know something about the goddess outside of anything Luca told.
Right. This.
I don't think she does either, though.
Pavo has pretty much written this off as a regional goddess, so it's of which he most certainly would not have met through Gond.
Right. Luca told you that followers of Isis are like really big into following their gut stuff. They feel that their gut feeling is telling them what the right thing to do is.
So what you're saying is, if we slice open his gut and drag it in the direction we want him to go, he will go.
No. No, man. No.
I don't know. Sounds like something to try.
Will you try that next loop? No. Nah, they're just really big into following their instincts and such. So he says, there's something in that vault that I need. I don't know what it is, but I have a feeling that it will help me break the bubble.
So, why go for the vault instead of the mines where this whole thing seems to have originated?
Because there's something in the bank. I told you this. There's something in the bank that will help me bust the bubble.
And with all of your manpower, you decided to not evacuate the bank? I've watched you kill that teller twice now, with the explosion.
What are you talking about?
Pavel will describe the dwarf teller.
No. I know Brogdon. She's helps at Helpington. But I know who Brogdon. What do you mean you've seen me kill her twice?
I've been through this time loop twice now. Both times when you blow up the bank, she dies, gets thrown out of the door by the explosion, charred to a crisp. And soon after you blow up that bank,
Desiree,
which does not work.
Desiree at this point stands up and pops the window open, ready to say something, but let's pop it continue.
Yeah.
Okay.
You blowing up the bank, how you're planning to do it, does not work. I've seen the thing collapse twice now. The vault's totally fine.
And, of course, after you do that, Desiree pipes in, everyone in the town dies.
Well,
like, she's
mind
still
you,
standing outside of the
everyone
window,
in
not
the
climbing
town
over anything.
dies, sure, but that has nothing to do with the property.
So what was the thing?
Really?
What consumed the town? Was it the giant purple laser or was it the giant purple worm?
All you saw was it's big and it was purple, and that's it.
We were far enough away from the town that we saw what it was. Did it look like one of the purple worms from outside?
Yes, but like way bigger.
So a full-grown one, if not an old one.
An ancient one. Once you blow up that bank, it's going to piss off a giant purple worm, what's going to consume the town and there will be an earthquake, which everything will be destroyed in this bubble. And then
Right
we
when you
reset
say-
the top of the hour.
Right when you say there will be an earthquake, a small tremor breaks through the ground.
Yeah,
so
and
you know, it's 11:30.
Pavel will describe. Well, what time is it now?
It just went. The earthquake just went off, so you'd think 11:30. Not even you'd think. 11:30.
That earthquake means 11:30.
He
I don't even need
pulls
to
out a
look at the clock.
pocket watch. He pulls out a pocket watch and says, "Oh, it clock. This says it's 11:45. Wait." He slaps it. No, 11:30. All right. He puts it back in his pocket. Every now and again, it goes 10 minutes fast. That's not how clocks work.
It's really not how clocks work.
I know. I thought it would be a little funny thing.
Except on daylight savings time.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's an hour, not 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Which tells me that your plan to blow up the bank is 15 minutes away. Now, we've gotten some decent information out of this.
Okay.
We will consult with you. Come another loop. Don't blow up the bank this time. We'll see what happens, yes?
I want you to roll a persuasion.
Don't you roll crap.
Because this is Dungeons and Dragons, not let's just say stuff and make it happen.
May I do intimidation instead, for he is still leaning over the desk with the gauntlet very much in view.
You so far haven't said, like, if you blow up the bank, I'ma stab you. You said, don't blow up the bank.
Pavel
So
wouldn't
no?
stab him. He would cut off his head with a shield.
Right, but still.
No,
I'm trying to...
Pavel would boop him in the nose and send him flying.
Right, but my point is,
Yeah,
you
I'll
haven't
roll
said,
persuasion.
I'm gonna do something bad to you if you do it. So just roll
25.
persuasion.
Nice.
He says, every part of my being is telling me not to do this, but if you are to be believed, then I guess I have to stop. But there will be a few that will still want to blow it up.
You're cutting out. Repeat that.
Hello? Can you repeat that?
Even Redmond doesn't know what you
muted his
just
mic.
said.
Sorry. He said, every part of my being is telling me not to not to believe you. But I'm I'll believe you. Alright. But there's gonna be a few of my guys that'll be like, I don't believe this guy at all, and still blow up the bank. Certain.
Then all I'm going to tell you, there's no need to hurt the teller. Get her out of the bank first.
Gotcha.
She's gonna.
People in there?
The whole town's gonna die anyway. But
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
Pavel will throw his hands up when he says the whole town's gonna die anyway. But
Alright.
Now, how about instead of blowing up the bank, we go pay your brother a visit? He'd like to talk to you.
He says, yeah, alright, sure. Alright,
Desiree says, I'll meet you out front, and walks around to the actual door.
Drizzle and I, Thornboy, probably, like, join you guys for, like, the rate to with.
Drizzle's still carrying the load of diamonds in his arms.
They're not, like, huge chunks of diamonds. They're, like, small little itty-bitty diamonds.
Small ones
Not
like
like
him,
itty-bitty.
he'll just have them in his hands.
Sure, alright.
Swallows them all. Like a drug mule. Little condoms full of diamonds.
4 loops later, we'll get him back.
Yeah, you were. Drizzle's walking out of the bar. Drizzle and I are walking out of the bar as Desiree and Pavu are coming down to main town.
We're not.
Are you taking a view? Are you going to main town to pick up Drizzle and I, or are you just going straight to the cave?
We don't have a ton of time here, so we were gonna head straight to Luca.
Oh,
well, it's only 11:35.
Can I use the diamonds before the reset?
Yes.
Yeah, Drizzle will go to where the diamonds can be used.
Yeah, you go.
I'll follow him.
All right, so
We
you guys
haven't
are
checked
heading
out the general store yet.
Actually, you stepped in there right after
We have
the
stepped in.
We stepped in there, but they were busy, and we never actually looked for anything.
We didn't look at any of the items yet.
So you guys are heading to Paloma? It's it's got normal general store stuff like food and such. Nothing of super importance. So
we are headed straight to the cave. You go ahead and take care of the witch first.
Drizzle and I are heading over to Paloma's. So you head over to Paloma, and you open the door, you walk in. Paloma says, "Hello! How do you do?"
I got diamonds I need to use, and I'm just gonna dump them there.
Oh, diamond. What kind of are you looking for? A prophecy, or are you trying to buy some pastries?
I need prophecies, please.
Okay, would you like a smaller prophecy or a bigger prophecy?
I had 25 diamonds, right?
Yeah.
So that can get me 2 big ones and how many small ones?
5 small ones. Let me just tell you right now, there's not a lot of prophecies.
I'd just like as many as I can get, but I'd like 2 big ones if there are any.
Alright. So first one. So you're starting with the big ones?
Yes.
Okay. They're a big droplet, crystal droplet, drops down to the sky, and it breaks into a puff of smoke, and you see an ocean made of bubbling inside it. You see an ocean made out of bubbling tar, black sky. There's no figures in the tar, but there are figures in the tar, but you can't really tell what they are. And then the image changes to a gray world covered in ash that appears to be barren and lifeless. And you hear Paloma's prophecy voice say, "In the future, you will be offered a terrible choice between 2 options that will determine the fate of reality itself. In this moment of crisis, remember there is always a 3rd option."
Oh. 3rd option.
By the way, I suggest writing these things down.
Yeah, I was gonna copy it and paste it into the Paloma's prophecies. Paloma prophecy thing you got. No,
I have the one from me.
I was just gonna compile them all into the big thing.
Alright, so there's always a 3rd option.
In the future, you'll have to make a difficult decision between 2 options that could change the world. But remember, there's always the 3rd option.
There are infinite options. Dang it!
For instance, if you choose, if you come to a fork in the road and you choose, and you can
go straight.
Yeah, you can go left or right. You can turn around. You can kill yourself. There's no telling what you could do.
Exactly.
You could just choose
to
break through the wall and pound your way through it and go straight.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the normal thing a person would have done...
Because screw you, railroads.
I'm pretty sure the normal thing anybody would have done when losing that bet was to either try again or just kill him. And Drizzle just said, "Hey, let's dance instead."
Just like,
Perfect example.
dance off!
Dance fight.
Or call back to the second episode. Whenever we encounter a group of goblins, challenge him to fisticuffs.
All right. So
that poor goblin.
He didn't go for it.
No, he was a smart goblin.
Yeah, they were quite conversational. That was Yemek.
Yeah, that was Yemek, who is
That was
now
Yemek,
working
yeah.
at Fantasy Costco.
Uh-huh.
Who
I
was
love the concept of the Goliath challenges the goblin to fisticuffs, and the goblin
friendly
goes,
was like,
fisticuffs.
no,
"You're out of your damn mind.
you're
How smart do
out
you
of
think
your
I am?"
No, this was soon after Pavu had thrown the severed goblin head onto the campfire.
Correct.
So,
I mean, who doesn't carry a severed goblin head around in their backpack? I've got 3 in
Right.
my backpack right now.
I mean, I had a bugbear head at one point.
God, your bags must smell like ass.
Pavu got
No, they smell like rotting corpses
He chucked.
and formaldehyde.
No, he chucks him after he's hit the person.
Yeah, I chucked him after I was done with him.
Mhm.
Especially the goblin head, which was immediately charred.
Exactly, because of the fur.
Well,
All right. So what are you doing?
That was the first prophecy, right?
That was the big prophecy. Yes.
Yes. And is there another big one, or is that all of them?
How much were they again?
They were 10, and I had 25 total.
10 for a big, small for one. I could do one more big prophecy.
One more big one.
I could do one more big prophecy, but you won't be able to do any small. Because
Would that be-
telling the prophecy take energy.
Okay, sure.
because telling what?
Telling prophecies takes energy. It's like she's channeling
Wait,
prophecy through
could
her.
I pay you for all of them now and then return later to get them?
Gee.
Has the earthquake
mean?
passed by this point for them, or no?
Yeah, the earth. Yeah, like when the big one dropped, like there was an earthquake. Actually, no. Let's do this. Okay. Right after the big prophecy has been told, a small, a little, where is it? Come on, man. Don't.
Trimmer.
Yeah, right after the tremor. I'm trying to find a thing. Come on. Where's it?
You know what you do, T? Instead of buying 2 big prophecies and trying to prepay 5 little ones that she's not going to remember, you buy 5 pastries and you eat the shit out of those things.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, sure. I don't see
She's
why.
got prophecies and pastries. If you can't get all the
She got
prophecies,
prophecies and
just
pastries.
So I was able to get one big prophecy and I can't get another one?
No, you can get
You could get 2 bigs.
Yeah, you get 2 bigs, but you can't take any more after.
Fair enough. I will use the rest for pastries.
but-
Well, this loop you can't.
Well,
Right.
yeah, this loop you can't. Oh shoot! Oh no! Darn! That freaking.
Excuse me.
What
The,
did you delete?
I didn't delete Diddle. I messed up. I was looking for the.
You
There's a
didn't create it
prophecy.
in the first place.
No, there's a prophecy that was supposed to happen randomly, and that was the prophecy I just gave you as a big prophecy.
Ooh.
So you just paid for a free prophecy that was supposed to give you at some random point, and I was going to do that at the now
Rude.
point.
Oh.
Anyway, so you can get big prophecy and no more prophecies for that loop, or you can get a couple small ones.
I say get the big
I'll
prophecy
get the big
and
one.
some pastries.
Big one and
Much
I'll
more
Once they go for the
satisfaction.
small ones, they might give us more precise information.
Yeah, the small ones get
Other
what
than,
you
you
need,
know,
like right
ty-
now.
typical shit that you could learn from Undertale. Like, there's always another way.
Alright.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine. Small one.
Well, okay. A smaller teardrop drops down from the top and breaks dust. And you see the entrance to the quarry and with like rubble in front of the open bit, and you see it start to vibrate a little bit. And Paloma says in her prophecy voice, "Imminent destruction comes from below. before you can learn how to stop it, you must figure out what you must stop. Turn your eyes to the quarry. You are not ready to face what awaits you there, but you must know its fate.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've seen the stats of one of those worms. I think we could take it.
You've seen the stats on a baby worm.
No, I've actually seen the stats on an actual full-size purple worm. It's actually not as bad as I would have expected.
Yeah, given that we almost killed 2 babies. While they were trying to run away.
Yeah, that was kind of mean. All right.
We would have killed 2, but you complained.
That's right. We have a job to do.
Anyway.
And then Pablo immediately relaxed whenever time fuckery.
Anyway.
This is only going to take us an hour. No matter how many hours it takes.
Right. It took us 87 hours, but we finished the thing in a day.
It
wouldn't
took us 87 hours, we finished it in an hour.
Wouldn't time outside of this still be running normally?
Yes. Time outside would still be running normally.
Oh. Well,
There's a little bit of stress.
I mean, we're going back in time.
Still not worried anymore because our spells are regenerating. That's our spells and equipment keep regenerating. That's the big thing that Pablo worries
0 F's given.
That's right. We are free to spam our spells as much as we want.
Pretty much. At least until we come close to solving this.
So, let's say it's 11:35-ish, and let's just jump cut to Pablo and Desiree. You're leading Redmond to the cave, and you're at the mouth of the cave. You see
Pablo picked up his hammer on the way out.
Oh yeah, of course. Pick up the hammer on the way out.
Pablo actually remembers he has a hammer? Huh. I'm surprised. He never uses it.
That's entirely the player's fault of forgetting that I can swing twice and then shield bash as a bonus action. Because of Shield Master.
Anyway.
I've literally never seen you swing it but one time.
Mm-hmm.
And I joined at level 6.
Also, the way that the shield was previously, whenever I was in full cover, I had disadvantage on hammer strikes.
Well, yeah.
So I viewed it as there's no point. But now I'm half cover and no disadvantage.
Luca.
That is way more balanced.
You're at the front of the cave. You see the light that you saw last time. That was Luca, I guess, reading a book. So what do? You're in front of the cave mouth with Redmond.
Desiree bangs on the wall. Hey, Luca, we're back, and we brought your brother.
The light inside shuts off. Shuts off. It's not electric. It goes out. The light inside goes out. You hear nothing.
Come on, coward. We've been through this before. Pablo will open the door and
the door to the cave. The cave door.
Oh yeah, Pablo will walk in. I thought there was a door before.
No.
No? Okay. Well, Pablo will walk into the chamber with Luca, and he will tap Luca on the forehead if he's sat in the chair acting like a skeleton again.
You accidentally turned on your fan, the piston's skull flies through the cave. Oh no! Nah.
No, he's tapping him with his dominant hand, his right hand.
Right. Luca sits up and is like, brother, Redmond. And
well, of course it's your brother. You asked us to bring him.
I don't. Oh.
Time fucker, you remember?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Now I do. So, Redmond, what happened to you? And Luca looks down and says, have no idea. But, you want us to raise, Redmond says they want us to raise the temple, I guess. And Luca says, Okay. And he
Raising the temple was not my end goal. My end goal is fixing the time loop and collapsing the bubble.
right, but you called Redmond because they needed to raise the temple.
News to me.
What?
No,
Lucas
it was
said he needed
Is that what
Redmond.
Lucas said last? Did Lucas say anything about that last time?
Yeah,
He
Lucas
said to be able
that.
to help, he needed to raise the temple, but to do
Then
that,
that's
he would
me,
need
not
his
He
brother's
needed
help.
Redmond
Yeah,
in order
I
to
have a
raise the
horrible
temple.
memory.
That's why you went to Stoneford
Pavu
Farms
knows
and
it.
for Luca. Yeah, Papa knows it.
Pavu knows. Forge doesn't.
Right.
True Nanasha, but a pressure.
Alright. So Luca starts walking out with his fantasy Bible ivy in one hand, in the other hand a little prayer mat, and he fantasy
then
Bible.
Then would it be a fantasy Quran instead with a prayer mat?
Oh god.
Oh boy.
wow.
You know,
hey, however you want to do it.
you know, kneeling on the ground hurts your knees. It's not just Muslims who get knee mats.
There
Anyway.
is a
I know
reason
next to
that
nothing about
Catholic
religion.
churches.
So.
There is a reason that Catholic churches have little benches that fold down from the back of the pews for you to kneel on.
So exactly.
Because there is a ton of kneeling in Catholic church ceremonies. It's a little excessive to me.
I didn't know that.
Mhm.
I've never been a fan of organized religion.
It's not that I have anything against it. It's just like, wow, y'all kneel a lot during service. Your old people must be hurting afterwards. All the people with bad knees are just like, oh, why do I keep going?
One more of these and God's gonna have to heal me. Anyway.
I'm only need a miracle if you want me to keep worshiping you, God.
Redmond grabs an extra mat and an extra fantasy Bible, and they start walking out towards the temple.
They would be kneeling on sand. It wouldn't hurt that bad. It'd be fucking hot, but...
I don't think we have time to talk about...
Actually, you're in a cave, so probably not that hot.
I don't think we need to talk about like the logic of kneeling right now.
Let's be fair, it's D&D. Logic does not apply.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, we got living skeletons, and you're arguing about the logistics of kneeling on sand.
Kneeling on sand.
You're literally just talking to a living skeleton. We're like, well, kneeling on sand ain't gonna hurt that much.
We're determining which fantasy freaking scripture he's reading based on what he's carrying with it. Because
we literally got an item called the Fantasy Bible, and you're worried about kneeling on sand.
You're like, fantasy Bible and a prayer mat. Wait, a prayer mat? Wouldn't that make it a fantasy Quran? Huh? Lord.
Oh, man. Yeah, anyway, they start walking towards the temple, and they lay their mats in front of the doorway, and they start praying, saying, "Lady of Fate, Mother Istis, author of the story of life, the nurturer of the passing of time, we beseech these things in your name. Raise this temple so that," and then they're interrupted due to the temple immediately beginning to reform and re-age itself. It's like going backwards in time, basically. It looked like it's shoveled and ruined and fallen apart, but the temple has started to get newer, basically. And it looks as though it's going backwards in time, and the temple is completely rebuilt, and the front door's open, and you see an angelic light inside. What do you do?
Pavu turns to Desiree. Well, we'll see if that's still here next round.
Okay, what happened? I totally wasn't paying attention for a second there.
The ruins have unruined themselves.
The ruins have unruined. The ruins have unruined.
Hooray!
We now have a brand new temple in front of us.
Correct. As though it has
We
just
shall
been
see.
built.
Okay.
So what do you do?
Yes, we shall see. Now, what can be done about this time loop to help us stop it? Because, obviously, this crap's gotta go.
Are you just saying that
we're
in
gonna
front of
want to
like...
get
I don't
rid of
want to
it
be here
after we
living the
figure
same
out
hour
what's with the
until I'm
purple
80.
one.
So what do you do?
We better take care of the worm first before we stop the loop.
Well, you're not sure if going in the temple would stop the loop.
Right, but it's, I was saying that to Desiree.
I thought you were making a point like, let's not go in here
Pavu
yet.
was saying that to Desiree.
Right, alright.
I wonder, though, if staying in the temple would prevent the loop from affecting us quite as much. Like, maybe if we stay here, we actually stay here when everything resets.
Maybe, maybe not.
Well, we might as
So
well
you
find
going
out.
in?
We don't have time
Yeah,
to do much else.
Yep.
The doors have swung open, you see a nice calm light inside.
Pavu will walk
What do you
inside.
do?
Desiree heads inside, plops down on a pew, and relaxes and waits and just, like, chats with Luca and Redmond until...
Luca and Redmond are
Kaboom
still
and
kneeling outside, and Luca and Redmond are
Well,
still
once they come in.
like, praying, basically. So Luca, not Luca. You just plop down on a pew, and I'm guessing Pava does too.
Pavu doesn't
you
sit down on the pew. He's certainly looking around,
right, of course,
taking in what the place used to look like.
It was beautiful, super freaking beautiful.
Beautiful
Like,
or ostentatious?
Beautiful. It's not like
This is
it's trying to
subjective.
shove it's not trying to shove its like beauty in your face. It's like it's a genuinely beautiful looking place. And
okay, so it's not like trimmed with gold.
No, it's not trimmed with gold. It's just like a really nice looking temple. And sitting on one of the pews, knitting a super long scarf that you can't see the end of, is this person. And she is surrounded by angelic light. What do you do?
Looks like a sad ripoff of Illustri with clothes. I mean, seriously.
Okay. What do you do?
Pavu will drop a divine sense.
Okay. What does divine
Desiree
sense
will
do?
look at her and go, I assume you're Isthus. Or the avatar of Isthus?
Yeah. Divine
or
sense.
Some manifestation of?
As an action, you can detect good and evil until the next turn. You can sense anything affected by Hallow, or know the location and type of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet. That is not behind total cover.
Yep. In other words, if she's actually
He's
Isthus,
checking if
he
this is
senses
the
a
goddess.
celestial. Or a fiend, depending on whether the goddess is good or evil, I guess.
She looks towards you and She looks towards you and looks really freaking happy. Once she sees you guys.
Oh.
She says, "Oh, finally! Wait, no. Oh, finally! Someone who can stop this." She says, "As you."
I haven't received an answer on my divine sense.
Is she a celestial?
What does divine sense do?
It tells him if she's a celestial,
good and evil,
a
and tells me-
fiend, or
yeah.
an undead.
Tells me the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet that's not behind
Or
full cover.
Or if the ground has been hallowed
by
or
hallow.
corrupted.
The ground has been hallowed, and yes, this is a god.
A god could imply good or evil, fiend
good-
or celestial. So are we
Celestial or
talking
fiend.
celestial?
Celestial, I think. Yeah, Celestial.
Okay.
I don't know why it wouldn't be Celestial.
Technically, it could qualify Fae as well, because the Fae deities are Fae, like the Archfae, and they're technically deities, but they're not Celestials or Fiends. They're
Nah,
also
I think she's
neutral.
Celestial, though.
Yeah, that's fine.
So she says,
Yes, this would be this.
yeah, it's just this. She says, I'm pretty sure you're aware of the looping that has been going on in Refuge.
Quite.
Oh yes.
Yes, this is not a good thing. And you're not, and it might seem strange, but you guys aren't like dying and then boom, you're back to like before you died. No. You are actually dying and dying over and over and over and over as much as you have every single time. You are actually dying. You're not like dying and then resetting back to before you died. You're just starting again.
Well, there goes living to old age on my bucket list.
Well, you still aren't, just not you from an hour ago.
Yeah.
It's not the same, though.
She says, I'm not quite sure why you guys can remember what's going on, because not a lot of people can. I've had to tell Luca many a time that he's in loops. And
Are we able to see the sky through the bubble?
Who?
Us. Are we
Can
able
we
to
see the sky?
see the sky through the bubble?
I don't. No, I don't think so. No, you just see a light blue bubble, not like light blue as the sky, like light blue. Period.
So
like the color of the bubble.
Pavu, expecting
That's not
static
healthy.
for everybody, will say, "Does the Bureau of Balance ring any bells to you?"
Well, I am a god, so I've heard tale of it before.
We are agents from the Bureau.
Yes.
I have an
We're here
idea
to
of
destroy the
why.
artifact which is creating the bubble, and what we assume the time loop as well.
Yes, I'm very, very thankful for that, and
I do have an idea why we may be able to remember when others can't. How long has the loop actually been going on?
I'm thinking now. How long has the loop been going on? She says about 3 months now. It's a really recent situation.
See, we just got here. About 3 hours ago.
And Paloma estimated a year.
So we just started the loop. And we came from outside the bubble into it. That may have something to do with the fact that we remember what's going on and we recognize it.
Yes, that could be.
But that doesn't explain why Paloma is able to predict things like outside of the loop.
No, it doesn't.
And I'll write it off as magic fuckery.
To be fair, it's probably not particularly important at the moment. We have more pressing concerns than understanding the bubble. More that we need to understand how to stop the bubble and fix this time nonsense.
Honestly, stopping the bubble is going to probably have us dealing with another lich.
Oh,
given the statue. I mean, we know the one from the statue, or at least we know the red robe. Come on.
Not Paloma. Issa says there are multiple. How the world works is there's several tiny itty bitty little universes where there are a bunch of small differences in a bunch of situations. Like one of you could have like red hair in a different different universe. But in this case is really weird because this universe is the only one that you guys are doing what you're doing. You guys are here helping and trying to figure out what's going on. and I'm not sure why. But
Oh, so we're subscribed. So multiverse theory is true, huh? Interesting. You learn something every
she
day.
she
Well,
says,
that'll be why Dawn never shuts up about it.
she says,
Don't let him find out the truth.
Oh no, he knows.
Oh, darn it.
but because of that
He
reason,
loves
and
talking
how,
about inventions from other universes.
she says,
It is his
and
wheelhouse, after all.
and because of this, I want you to work alongside me and help in this situation. I want you to become emissaries for me, and you don't have to give up like your faith or anything. All it
Well,
needs,
I don't
all it
serve any other
basically
gods
is,
at the moment, so it doesn't matter one way or another. What do you need us to do?
she says, you don't need to do anything. Just follow my lead. Follow what I do. Follow what I do. Follow what I say to do,
Desiree
and I
drops
can
into a
help
stance
you.
and mimics her exactly.
No, not that
Shall I
literally.
performance
Come on.
check to see how exactly I manage?
Yes, sure. Why the heck not? Sure. Go ahead. As you're doing this, you notice outside the door. You notice outside.
Not very
A big-
well.
You hear muffled through through the temple an explosion. From
And
the
that
general
would be the
direction of the
bank.
bank. So you'd say it's like 11:45. Yeah, no, it's not that good. She says, no, not like that.
Your arms are too
I will
high
help-
and your hips aren't locked enough.
Oh,
I agree entirely.
You gotta straighten your back up a bit more.
Yeah. She says,
yeah,
Well,
Desiree slouches
will you-
all the time. She'd probably be
will you-
8'7" if she actually stood up straight.
she says, well, will you help me?
I see no reason not to. We need to get this time bubble fixed too, and get the artifact that's causing it potentially.
She
Quick,
says,
we get that artifact, take this bubble down, and take care of the worm that's consuming the town every time. The
right.
sooner we can get out of here.
And save the random dwarf teller.
Well,
of
I
course.
thought hopefully I did that by telling them to evac her first.
Right.
Maybe, but Redmond's right here, and we just heard the bank explode.
She knits a bit into her scarf, and in front of her there are 4 medallions with it's the sigil of the thread needle, and she hands one to you, Pavu, and one to you, Desiree, and she says, "Dang, the rest of you guys aren't here. Could you hand them this when you get the chance?" She says,
We can. I'm pretty quick. Would you like me to run over there and take care of that right now?
"No, I got a few more
Paul will
things."
pull out a small roll of tape from his backpack. Put a
Okay.
little loop of tape on and stick it to his shield. Below the gaunt symbol.
Of course. All right.
Desiree is simply hanging around her neck, and will these be affected by the time loop?
No, I've made sure that they aren't.
Okay, even the ones we're not wearing.
Correct.
All
But
right, then I'll hand them to our friends as soon as time resets again, because, well,
Yeah.
we know that's going to happen soon.
She knits a bit more into her scarf, and you see in front of her a small orb that has white sand in it, small brown bag with a gold lock almost on it, and you see the hour hand break off of the clock tower and sort of fly in her direction, and it lands in front next to the others. And she says, "These will help you in your journey." She points at the ball with white sand, and she says, when you break this, it will make it will send someone's consciousness 9 seconds into the past. It will help you if you mess up if you mess up an interrogation or whatever. It can only be used once, even in the time loop, which kind of sucks. She points to the bag and she says, "This is the bag of necessity. What's inside it?"
I love how she just said, "This can only be used once, so it kind of sucks, but hopefully it actually proves
But she's literally the goddess who made it.
Right? And she's a time goddess.
Yeah, I figured she's carving out exceptions for, like, the medallions.
One would think.
Yeah, she's she points at the bag. She says, "I'm not allowed to tell you what's inside that bag, but you will be able to use it once it is needed, and I'll let you know when it is needed." And she points to the hour hand, the minute hand. The
hour hand.
Yeah, right, hour hand. That's what I want. Yep. D&D game speak real quick. It's a +1 spear, and when you throw it can be called back. She says, This spear can be used to pop any bubble."
Spear or javelin?
Any bubble.
Spear. Pop
Spears
any
can be
bubble
thrown
around
too.
you. Spears can be thrown too, yes.
It can pop a bubble, you say?
Yes, but once you pop the bubble, I'm pretty sure the time loop ends. I'm pretty sure.
Which means the town gets consumed, so we need to do with the... We need to do...
You need to live with the bubble as long as possible.
Oh, that's a fair point.
Any. She specifically said any, meaning there could be more.
I was so very much looking forward to breaking that damn bubble.
Don't worry,
Desiree
you'll get your
takes
chance.
the spear, totally looking forward to breaking the bubble.
Alright. She says, "One last thing." And she says, "Fate will eventually guide you to a moment where it will challenge you in a new and terrible way. Though I cannot make the
That's
decision."
been happening every single day that we've been working with this bureau.
Right, but it will be way worse than you have faced so far. And even though I can't make the decision, you will encounter it at the end of your quest," she says. And she says, "I will be able to grant you I'm not at the end of which quest? Not this one," she says.
She's a time goddess and she can't even answer this. Oh boy, we're
No,
screwed.
No, I can't answer this. Not this one. In the future, when you need the time to make a decision, when you need the time to make the most important decision of your lives, I'll give you more time," she says. She then sort of fades out, and then she fades back in and she says, "You're going to be amazing, and I trust it. You're going to be amazing, and I trust you." And you are back outside the temple, and the temple is trashed again.
Oi, damn it. Really? But we're not back at the beginning of the town, are we?
Correct, we just got kicked out of the temple.
And time reset, right?
For the temple.
For the temple.
Oh, only for the temple, not for the whole town?
Yeah. The worm
Bummer.
hasn't consumed the town yet.
Bummer.
No, the town is not destroyed. The temple is just destroyed. Yeah, it's around 150.
Yeah. It's been a couple minutes after the bank exploded.
Right. What do you guys do?
Desiree bum rushes over to the manor and climbs to the roof with all the subtlety of the Kool-Aid Man.
Alright. Okay, so you climb to the roof, make an athletics check.
How big are these marks?
What?
The Markovistas.
They're around the size of like
21.
a half dollar.
Wait,
Half dollar coin.
Okay.
$1 coin.
$1. I heard half dog. I was whoa.
Weird. Nah, $half.
I had in my head like 5 inches across. No, so then Pavu wouldn't have taped it to his shield. He'll just keep it in his pocket.
All right. 21. Yeah, you.
In his
yeah,
backpack because his armor doesn't have pockets.
Right. You scale the roof, and the clock says 152 on it.
Okay, where are Drizzle and Aethorn?
Still by where the
At-
prophecies are to be told. Also, can I get another small one, or is it too late for that?
Sure, you can take another small one.
Yeah, just another small one. I mean, I can afford 5 ones, but I don't know how many small ones there are left. So.
All right. So
Desiree is looking around for where the worm is coming up from.
Okay.
Below the town.
No
Y'all-
kidding, but I mean, is it coming from over by the lake? Is it coming from like the middle of the town by the statue? Is it coming from the actual mine?
Right.
Far as
I
that-
got you.
Like,
But let's
you know.
do that small prophecy first.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely. The worm comes up, there ain't no prophecy left.
Nah, there is no prophecy. No, there's no more small prophecies.
No more.
There is one more small prophecy, but it would
You
be
didn't give
pretty
him any
redundant.
small prophecies.
Wait, I didn't? No,
No,
I
you never
gave
given
him
him
the
any small prophecies. You've only given him big prophecies. And only
I
one.
gave him turn your eyes to the
Leading-
quarry.
Yeah, the
You
quarry
must
one
know
was
its
small.
face.
You gave us the path, turn right.
Yeah, path turn right. Then I said, and when you need to make a decision, remember there's the third option. And then
Those
the
3 bigs, no smalls.
The quarry one, which is a small.
then you need to go to the quarry, which was the small one.
But we don't know what we need to. We need to figure out what we need to fight, but we're not ready to fight it. Supposedly.
You're not ready to fight it, but you must know its face. Yeah. And there was another one that's pretty redundant because you already did what that prophecy would have told you to do, basically. With getting the stuff from Istus.
So no more prophecies.
No more prophecies.
Okay, so I will buy as many pastries as I can, and hand.
Yeah, you're just gonna.
I will hand half of them to Aethorn.
Alright, yeah, you buy 16 pastries and just divvy them, and like basically sit on Paloma's porch as the town starts to get like destroyed. The clock's gone and such.
Did she ever make a remark about the freaking suit of armor I just kind of tossed in her door and charged
Yeah,
off?
she has the suit of armor on like a hanger on the wall.
Aethorn, just for the heck of it, he's gonna ready a guiding bolt. Just throw it at the worm.
Alright, yeah. You see in the middle of, like right in the center of the town, the purple worm comes up and destroys everything. You die,
And I throw my axes at it.
Is there any sort of a path
To no
leading
avail.
toward the town from anywhere, or does it just come straight up?
Worm.
It comes straight up. And you're crushed, you are burned, you are dead, and you wake up in front of the gate again, Roswell asking you to please identify yourselves. And